promise that I'd be good to you, 'cause I have some issues I won't commit. No, not having it, but at least I can admit that I'll be bad. No.
What's up, world? It's your girl Brittany, and today I have the beautiful Miss Tiara Thomas. What's up?
Is it bad that I never made love? I never did. But I should know how to fuck. I'll be a bad girl, I'll prove it to you. Can't promise that I'll be good to you, 'cause I have some issues I won't commit. No, not having it, but at least I can admit that I'll be bad enough to you.
Most people know you from Bad,
Right.
And how that record blew up. Because I actually was it back in December when it was on Wale's For Lion mixtape. And that was the one song on there that I was like, yo, like this song is fire.
Yeah.
And I was like telling everybody about it. And then, you know, months later, it's like, okay, this is going to be the new single of The Gifted. And it just kind of like spiraled into like this huge mega thing, but it was like on Wale's mixtape.
Right. What's so crazy about that is I wrote Bad. It was a Trilvo cover from the song Some Cut.
Yes.
And I used to love that song. And so I was like, well, when I started playing guitar, I was like, I'm gonna teach myself to that song, and then I'm gonna sing the lyrics instead of rap them.
Right.
So, you know, there's like a contrast. And so when I did that, I was like, there has to be some type of catchy hook on this cover. And so I was just playing my guitar and I was playing the chords, and I just started freestyling the words to Bad. It just came out. And I produced it with my friend Kelson in his bedroom, and we threw it on YouTube back in February of 2012. And like 10 months later, Wale heard it and he was like, yo, I'm gonna put verses on this. This should be my single.
Right.
So it's crazy how that song blew up from me just writing that in my college dorm to what it is now.
Let's talk about your new EP that you're working on.
My EP, I just wrapped up my EP. It's called Dear Sally Mae.
Fuck that bitch.
And yeah, that's the first song on the EP. Fuck Sally Mae. Yeah, so a lot of the songs, well, a couple of the songs that I wrote that were on the EP, I wrote them while I was in college. And it was a really big struggle for me while I was in college sometimes, because I really wanted to pursue my music 100%. And I think it was around sophomore year, I was like, yo, I'm tired of this, I'm out of here. And my mom was like, I don't think so, not after you took out all those student loans, you about to get this degree. So that's why I called it Dear Sally Mae, just because it's reflections of what college was like, the stuff that I wrote in college, and how really college is when stuff started really getting popping for me, when I was discovering who I was as an artist and knowing that this is what I really wanted to do was in college.
I don't hear a word now, somebody tell me something I don't know already, yeah, about these niggas. I bet you say anything now, tell me something I don't know already.
So Tell Me Something is actually, it's the new single. What's gonna be the next single.
Okay.
And yeah, with my music, I really just like to keep it as real as possible, as real and honest as possible. Because when people listen to it, they feel like they can relate to it, and that's what I want that's how I want my music to touch people. I'm really excited for people to get to hear the EP, because it's not just acoustic. Actually, that's, a lot of people might get that vibe that I'm maybe a neo soul or acoustic type artist, and that's not the case. I can be very versatile with my music. Some of it sounds really R&B, some of it sounds kind of poppy. It's just a different sound. So I think once people hear Dear Sally Mae, they'll get a really better understanding of who I am as an artist and what my music is like. It's a fresh sound. It's fresh.
So tell me, like, how did you link up with Rico?
Well, I met Rico last summer. I was actually supposed to have a meeting with the record label, and it got canceled on me like 4 times. And so I was really disappointed, and my manager at the time, he was like, yo, well, let's go meet Rico Love. He writes everybody's songs, he's super dope, let's go to the studio and meet with him. So I was actually here in New York. I went to the studio and I played like 3 acoustic songs for Rico. It was Bad at the time. This was before the Wale Bad. It was Bad at the time, Gang Signs, I think, and another song. And he just walks out the room and he comes back with like 4 other dudes and he's like, do exactly what you just did. Do that again. He was like, I gotta sign her. And a week later he offered me a record deal. And then after that, that's when the stuff with Bad started to happen,
right.
and so on.